We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of earth, pushing this truth in what? In sincerity. I got a quick one for you guys. All right. And brothers and sisters, I should say. I'm gonna try to make this brief, but this article really brought my attention. Like, yo, this World War III is around the corner. World War III is around the corner. So I'm gonna read some inserts of this article right here. All right, I'm gonna start off with the title. With eye on Russia, NATO launches largest war games since Cold War. Okay, this came out today, matter of fact, January 25th. All right, so I'm gonna read some inserts on this article. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was launched its largest military exercise since the Cold War, with a U.S. warship leaving the United States for transit across the Atlantic to Alliance territory in Europe. NATO's, NATO has said some 90,000 troops from the United States and other allied nations are due to join the Steadfast Defender 2024 drills. And that's what they're saying. They saying it's just the drill. Okay. That started on Wednesday and will run through May and span from North America to NATO eastern flank, close to the Russian border. Steadfast Defender 2024 will be a clear demonstration of our unity, strength, and determination to protect each other, our values, and the rules based international order, said General Christopher Cavoily. NATO Supreme Ally Commander Europe Cavoily stated that during the military exercise, the alliance will demonstrate its ability to reinforce the Euro-Atlantic area via transatlantic movement of force from North America, focusing on the threat as a near-peer adversary. And who's a near-peer adversary? Russia. Here we go. The exercise is designed to stimulate the 31 nation alliance, right, respond to an attack from a rival like Russia. While NATO did not directly name Russia as the target behind the drills, its top strategic document identifies Russia as the most significant indirect threat to NATO members of security. Okay, so that's why they're prepping. They're prepping for this war with who? Russia. Who's the leader? Vladimir Putin. Okay, it said 31 nation alliance responds to an attack from a rival like Russia, while NATO did not directly name Russia as the target behind the drills. Who else could it be? All right. It said its top strategic documents identify Russia as the most significant indirect threat to NATO members' security. All right. More than 50 ships, including aircrafts, carriers, and destroyers, will take part in the war games, as well as more than 80 fighter jets, helicopters, and drones, and at least 1,100 combat vehicles, including 133 tanks and 533 infantry fighting vehicles. Today launches its biggest military exercise since 1988. Woo! This thing is getting big. This ain't no. This might be the real thing. Who knows? Or they might be telling the truth. It might be a drill getting ready for World War III. With 90,000 personnel taking part in drills across the North Atlantic and Europe, Manthis, right, a NATO spokesperson said on X platform, formerly Twitter, right? It said today launches its biggest military exercise since 1988, with 90,000 personnel taking part in drills across the uh, uh, North Atlantic and Europe. All right, this thing is getting big. It said during the second part of the Steadfast Defender exercise, a special focus will be on deployment of NATO quick reactions force to Poland, to the alliance eastern flank. Right? Go straight to the bottom. All right. Here we go. Russia has reacted to the military drill, calling it a irrevocable return of the alliance to a Cold War schemes. Russia deputy foreign minister Alexandra told the state RIA news agency his remarks published on Sunday. Since the start of the Russian Ukraine conflict, NATO countries have sharply increased their military budgets. Right? The countries have also been delivering billions of dollars worth of arms to Ukraine and have pledged to help Kyiv militarily in its war against Moscow. Yeah, they prepping. They prepping. They are prepping, right? Let me get a scripture real quick. This is Joel. Joel 2, 1 through 11. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and a thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there has not been ever the light, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The parents, these are the missiles. This ain't talking about men with spiritual powers, okay? These are missiles. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devour the stumble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, right? Neither shall one thrust another. These are the missiles. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city, right? This is the destruction of America right here, man. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. The stars shall withdraw their shining. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executes his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible. And who can abide it? And who can abide it? That's right. Because when Most High opened his armory, those missiles going to let loose and it's going to destroy America, right? It says it's going to climb through the windows, man, right? That great city, which is America, man, right? And it's time. It's time. America's is always in everybody affairs instead of dealing their affairs at home, man, right? America has been a great bully for many of years, man. But these other nations, even their allies, is going to turn against America, man. According to Revelation 17, all right? But, Esau's saying this is just a drill, all right? It's just war games, pretty much, right? Because they said, say something about the exercise is designed to stimulate the 31 nations alliance respond to an attack from a rival like Russia, while NATO did not directly name Russia as the target behind the drills. Right? I mean, just come straight forward, man. We just running the drills, right? We prepping for Russia. Just tell the truth. But you are in the natives, right? And the natives say you do have a forked tongue. You say one thing, but you mean another, right? Especially those peace talks. Especially those peace talks. We bring in peace and nothing but peace. But what you did to the natives, you slaughtered them and you pushed them to reserve camps and so on, reservation camps, right? Nobody trusts you. Nobody trusts you, man. Right? This is Sirach 12, verse 10. Never trust your enemy, for like the rusting of copper, so is his wickedness. Right? So is his wickedness. Let me go to no, that's good enough. I'm gonna read that again. Never trust your enemy, for like the rusting of copper, and the KJV is like the rust of iron. All right, rusting of copper, so is his wickedness, right? In other words, copper and iron will rust in time, no matter what, no matter how good that steel might look, it's going to rust. In other words, Esau wickedness is going to be revealed. It's going to be shown. All right, that's how he is. He's a two devil, man. All right, never trust him. Never trust him, man. Never. All right, and there's all right, just like let me get this one right here. Let me get this one right here. Let me see some. All right. Okay. Because Trump said he's not going to push the central bank digital currency. Trump could say all the fuck what he want. All right. We know that this MOTB is going to come because Yahweh said he's not a man that should lie. All right. So these let me play this real quick.
A central bank digital currency, I believe, is a threat to liberty in this country because it creates a mechanism for the government to be able to wipe out your bank account or wipe out your dollars if you say or do something that the government disapproves of, as you see in places like China. As you see even happen to the Canadian truckers, the Freedom Envoy, losing access to their financial bank accounts. I think a central bank digital currency takes us further in that direction. Well, I explained that to Donald Trump, and I give him a lot of credit for being intellectually open, getting to the bottom of it. He took advice from a couple of other people who he trusted around him. A few nights later, I saw him mention that, and again last night.
And this is all and this is how we know Trump is going to come in, right? Because he said he's not going to push the digital bank currency. So people's going to be relaxed. Yo, Trump. Yo, there's videos on YouTube where Negroes are saying, yo, Trump for president, Trump for president. And once he get in, what are he going to do? He going to do what Nero did? Something like what Nero, because Tahar said, yo, Trump is the reincarnation of Nero, right? Burn the city and blame it on who? On the Jews at that time. Blamed it on us, right? So these are a strategic plan of getting back into the White House. And once he get in, is going to be the final blow. It's going to be the final blow. That's when he going to push it, right? Never trust the devil. Never trust him, man. Right? But the scripture said in what? I think it's First Corinthians or Second Corinthians 2, verse 11. It said, we are not ignorant to what? To his devices. All right, I'm going to keep playing this.
Night when he and I were at that rally together, came out strongly in favor of what I believe is the right answer, which is to oppose the creation of a central bank digital currency. A central bank digital currency, I believe, is a threat to liberty in this country because it creates a mechanism for the government to be able to wipe out your bank account or wipe out your dollars if you say or do something that the government disapproves of, as you see in places like China. As you see even happen to the Canadian truckers, the Freedom Envoy, losing access to their financial bank accounts. I think a central bank digital currency takes us further in that direction. Well, I explained that to Donald Trump, and I give him a lot of credit for being intellectually open, getting to the bottom of it. He took advice from a couple of other people.
So this guy and other people gave Donald Trump advice not to push the digital banking system. All right, the digital banking currency. All right, and you gotta you gotta just flip it. All right, whatever they say that's positive is really the opposite. So in other words, when he comes in, president, the dude with the wig, right? When he become president, that's what they're gonna push. This is their number one agenda, and this is the new world order agenda, man. But it's not gonna fly because the Most High gonna put a monkey wrench in their plan, right? Never trust these devils. Just like what happened in the antiquities, right? When Antiochus, right, was the man during Maccabees. So we're gonna get it right. Here we go. Uh, this is the GNT, right? This is the GNT, First Maccabee. First Maccabee, GNT, chapter 1. Okay, watch this, Yasharala. Watch this. All right, never trust E. Never trust the devil. All right, this is First Maccabees, chapter 1. I'm gonna start at 29. Okay, this is the GNT. It says 2 years later, Antiochus sent a large army, right, for Mysia, right, against the towns of Judea. When the soldiers entered Jerusalem, their commander spoke, right, to the people, offering them terms of what? Of peace, right? Offering them terms of peace and completely deceiving them. Then he suddenly launched. Here we go. Then, and that's what they talking. They talking peace talk. Oh, I'm gonna do this when I become president. You know, nah, we ain't gonna push the MOTB, right? We're gonna eliminate taxes, or we're gonna reduce taxes, right? That's peace talk. It said then he suddenly launched a fierce attack on the city, dealing it a major blow and killing many of people. He plundered the city, set on fire, and then Nero did that. Nero did that also, right? It said he plundered the city, set it on fire, and tore down its buildings and walls. He and his army took the women and children as prisoners and seized the cattle. Then Antiochus and his forces built high walls and strong towers in the area north of the temple, turning it into a fort. They brought in a group of treacherous, right, traitorous, right. I mean, traitors, right, right, sellout Jews. Just as we got today, sellout niggas like Colin Powell, sellout nigga, right? Reverend Al Sharpton, sellout nigga. TD Fakes, right? Jesse Ass Jackson, sellout niggas. And those are the niggas that's here today. They was back then in the antiquities, right? And installed them there. They also brought in arms and supplies and stored in the fort all the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. All the loot that they had taken in Jerusalem. This fort became a great threat to the city. The fort was a threat to the temple and constant evil menace for Yasharallah, right? The MOTB is an evil menace, right? Martial law is an evil menace, right? Systemic racism is an evil menace. Our brothers and sometimes our sisters get killed by the cops. It's an evil menace, right? MSG and different chemicals in our food is an evil menace, right? Chemtrails in the air is an evil menace. Heavy fluoride in the water and fecal matter and all different types of substance in our water, which is not good for the body, is an evil menace. Man, right? Innocent people was murdered around the altar, and the holy place was defiled by who? Murderers. So are murderers, man. Don't trust them. They're gonna push this MOTB, man. Because Yahweh said he's not a man that what? That should lie. Oh man. You know, the word is on point, man. It said the scripture said, was that Romans what 13 or 14? It was written 4 times, written for what? For our learning. You know, you can't go wrong with the word of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You cannot go wrong, man. Stay in his word, man. Oh, man. Never trust your enemies, man. All right, we done with that. All right, this is I'm gonna end it with this. This is Psalms 55, 16 through 23. It said, as for me, this is Psalms 55. This is the NIV, by the way. NIV. You know, some different versions, what it does, they amplify the word of Yahweh Shem El Shai. It makes it more bigger, right? And sometimes when you go to different versions of the Bible, they give you more of an understanding, okay? Give you more of an understanding. hmm Because what we read right here, right, in Sirach, sorry, in Maccabees, right? Maccabees 1:29 through 37, it didn't mention Antiochus in these verses right here, right? It didn't mention, I think it said he sent his tax collector, something like that, sent one of them to Jerusalem and so on, gave them peace talk, right? In the KJV, but in GNT, it amplified it and it revealed that it was Antiochus. Even though in a couple verses up, Antiochus' name was mentioned, right? But this right here, it really mentioned Antiochus' name. So it's good to go to different translations to get more understanding. Also, it helps, right? All right, I'm gonna end it with this. Is Psalm 55:16 through 23. It said, "As for me, right, I call to Yahweh, and Yahweh saves me, evening, morning, and noon." So your brothers and sisters got to put those prayers up. When? Evening, morning, and noon. I cry in distress, and he hears my voice. He rescues me unarmed, excuse me, from the battle waged against me. Right? It's a battle waged against us. Against who? Against the nation of Israel. But a lot of our brothers and sisters are oblivious to what's going on because they got their houses, they got their degrees, they got money in a little baby bank account. They think they good, right? It said Yahweh, who is enthroned, right, from of old, who does not change. He will hear them and humble them because they have no fear of Yahweh. So a lot of people have to get humbled, man. A lot of people gonna have to get humbled, man. And a lot of them is our family members. A lot of them is our family members and friends. They gonna have to get humbled. Yahweh gonna have to shake this place. That's why Apostle Tahar said this is the hopefully year of Jacob's trouble. This is the hopefully year of Jacob trouble. And that's by the apostle Tahar. It's going to be great trouble. We don't know the day of hour, but it's coming. Right? Verse 20. My companions attack his friends. He violates his covenant. His talk is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. That's Trump, right? Oh, I'm not gonna push the what's that? Um, I'm not gonna push the electronic currency, whatever, right? I'm not gonna push that. I'm not gonna push the MOTB, right? But his words are more soothing than oil. Let me go back to 21. His talk is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. And didn't that happen right here? Didn't that happen right here in Maccabees? Maccabees 1:29 through 37? Didn't that happen? Right? It said right here. It said, verse 30, the commander spoke to the people, offering them terms of peace and completely deceiving them. Here we go. It said, right? His talk is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your cares on Yahweh. What it said? Cast your cares on Yahweh, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. But you, Yahweh, will bring down the wicked in the pit of decay. The bloodthirsty and deceitful would not live out half their days. But as for me, I trust in you. And as for us, we'll trust in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Yeah, I hope this was edifying. You know, um, it's beautiful to, to be occupied in these prophecies, man, because we are living in the last rulership of E. This is his last hurrah. This is his last run. His empire is falling, right? It's crumbling like a chocolate chip cookie, man. It's over. It's done, right? Finito. I see y'all brothers and sisters on the next video. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Kudash. Death to America, death to Esau, death to the 2/3, and death to these flaming fairies. See you on the next video. Shalom.